Professor Micere Githae Mugo. How I like words to describe this virtuoso. Throughout a long and decorated career, the professor not only made major contributions to the world of art through her literary endeavors, but was also on the forefront of the fight against human rights abuse. Let us now take a look at the life of the late Professor Micere Githae Mugo.
This is the Munil Mazrui Lifetime Achievement Award 2022. It's awarded to Professor Micere Mugo Githae in recognition of your extraordinary and outstanding contribution towards the promotion and protection of human rights and your outstanding role in the struggle for freedom of expression, democracy, and advancement of human rights. Congratulations.
A dark cloud engulfed the world of art recently following the passing of distinguished playwright, poet, and activist Professor Micere Githae Mugo, who passed away at the age of 80 after a long battle with cancer. The professor was born in Baricho, Kirinyaga County in 1942. She did her primary schooling, then proceeded to Alliance Girls High School, then later on studied at Makerere University, University of New Brunswick, and University of Toronto for her higher learning.
A friend of mine that I went to university with, and who asked me, Micere, you mean you are still doing this thing? So I said, what thing? He said, you should mellow. So I have not mellowed, and you are encouraging me not to mellow because you are literally, as some of the speakers were saying, bringing up, these moments of revival, rejuvenation, and empowerment to continue.
Later on, she would be named the Dean of the Faculty of Arts at the University of Nairobi, making her the first faculty dean in Kenya. She taught at the university until the year 1982.
She's the one who modeled, who taught, who insisted through her work that I do the work that I do as an academic, as an artist, and as an activist. She taught me to consistently work towards transcending those boundaries and to prioritize Utu in doing that.
Professor Mugo was a political activist who championed against abuse of human rights in Kenya, which led her being harassed and arrested by the police and later forced out of Kenya in 1982 after the attempted coup of the then government. Her literary skills had her build a formidable resume, having conceptualized plays like The Long Illness of Ex-Chief Kitty, The Trial of Dedan Kimathi, which she co-authored alongside Professor Ngugi wa Thiong'o, poems such as Daughter of My People Sing and Mother's Song and other poems.
Thank you so much for rescuing history and her story from manipulation. Thank you for not becoming participants in your silencing, my silencing, and the silencing especially of the masses. Thank you for this revival. Thank you for breaking the cycle of negation, the negation of her story and history, and crafting the negation of our people's negation. And here I'm referring to Césaire, the Martinican revolutionary writer and poet. And he said that the biggest task, the biggest mission that you and I have is to negate negation by our oppressors.
The success she had throughout her career saw her bag a number of awards nationally and internationally. Quite notably, the Rockefeller Foundation Award for Writing and Publication in 1992, the CNY Women of Distinction Award in 2008, and the Royal African Society Lifetime Achievement Award in African Literature in 2021, among many others.
One of the defining actions for Mwalimu is that she has been involved in struggles wherever she has been. Whether it is at the University of Nairobi, challenging the status quo, shaking it. Whether it is in Zimbabwe, shaking it in Zimbabwe. And have seen her in action with the African American struggles in the United States, shaking it. I think that the key thing is developing a sense of curiosity, a sense of asking the question, can things become better? And what can I do to make things better? not just for myself, but for everybody else. That curiosity will show you what you can actually do. And I think that the stepping out, to always learn, to always seek to become better, not for yourself, but for everybody else around you, is really, really critical, because then you do not become geographically stagnated. You find space and you turn it around. You end up in prison, you take that space and ask the question, can things become better here? And you shake it right there.
The passing of Professor Mugo is a huge blow to the art and activism communities, but her legacy will live on through her works and life journey. The Art-titude team sends their heartfelt condolences to the family and friends. Our deepest and sincerest condolences to the family and friends.